Welcome to the Harness Edge. I'm Harold Howe, and I'm here in Florida at Vero Beach at Palima Trotting. We're starting our series of 2-year-olds in training, and our first victim this year is Stefan Lind. Lucky you. Okay, you brought out a bunch of 2-year-olds for us, and let's just have a walk through them. Steal the Starlight is a muscle massive filly that only cost $100,000 at Harrisburg. Sorry, it's 10,000. Pardon me, 10,000 at Harrisburg.
Yeah, she's been good all along. I like her. She's a pretty small, good gaited filly, so I'm expected to be out racing early.
She's got some pedigree. Why'd she slip through for 10? Just strictly on size?
Yeah, I think so. People generally looking for big horses at the sales.
And generally speaking, your group have been, as the first week of February we're in, running in...
The trotters have been in the 40s, all of them, and the pacers in the 30s.
Okay. Sabbath Hanover, a Cantab Hall filly, got her mixed up. She was the $105,000 at Harrisburg.
Yeah, she's sister to Spellbound Hanover and Symphonic Hanover, and yeah, she's a beautiful filly. She had a surgery for OCDs, so she's a little bit behind. We have started training her.
Okay. Billy Flynn, this is the Cantab Hall, $120,000 colt at Lexington.
Yeah, very nice horse. Big, needs to grow into himself a little bit, so I don't expect him to be out the first couple of races, but he's going to be a nice horse.
We'll slide over to a homebred. Now this is a Symphonic Hanover from Sweden, Balsta Palima. What's the story here?
Well, my owners, the Bender family, they own half of Symphonic Hanover as a stud in Sweden, and they wanted to send me a horse, so they picked one they liked, and I like him too.
So now you didn't get a chance to pick him out. You didn't get a chance to see him until he got off the boat, so to speak. And what's your thoughts now a few months afterward?
We had a plan, so he was staked. He staked to everything except sire stakes, basically. It was nominated, and then he was brought in the spring to Kentuckiana Farms. So he was raced there from April until we picked him up in October. And he's early developed, good size horse. So I think we're going to try to stake him for the Peter Houghton. He seems to be.
That's an encouraging comment.
Yeah, it is. But I like him.
Okay. Let's swing over to some pacers. Wishing You Well, a well-said colt, only $13,000 at Harrisburg.
Yeah, it was sold as a bridgeling with one testicle waiting to drop. But he wasn't that big either, but he had a very big gait, and I'm high on him.
Okay. Dragon and Kickin', a Dragon Again colt, $20,000 at Lexington.
Yeah, it's the same. A lot of Dragon Agains are good-looking horses, and this one is too. But he seems to have the will and the guts too.
Okay. And the final one is a Some Beach Somewhere filly, Romesia, that was $47,000 out of Harrisburg.
Yeah, well bred, out of a full sister to Rock and Roll Hanover.
No pedigree there.
No, not at all. So the price was okay, and she should be worth that as a broodmare in the end, but she's doing everything right in training with the boys there.
Right. In total, how many head do you have here?
We have 16 horses, and we have Kapow Hanover and Quick Quit, or two trotting colts that I think going to come back good at 3. We have Beat the Drum, the 3-year-old pacer that we hope can show up in the bigger races, and then FICO was a big disappointment to me last year, even though he made 150,000, but he never performed at top, and at the end of the season we found the problem. We had a throat surgery made, and so far he looks really good, so hopefully he can do it against the older horses.
When you break camp here, you'll head for Showplace Farms.
Yes, that's the plan, in mid-April.
All right. Well, I appreciate your thoughts, and it's great to be somewhere you're not shoveling snow.
Okay, thank you.
Harold Howe with Stefan Lind, 2-year-olds in training.